Good evening. The news summary for this Thursday, the 15th of January. The Chief Justice of the Supreme Court, Ronnie Govinden, has authorized the Seychelles Anti-Corruption Commission, the ACCS, to join the case concerning weapons and possession and the prevention of terrorism, which is scheduled to be heard tomorrow at 11 a.m. Yesterday, the Commission wrote to the Chief Justice to present its position on the matter. Mukesh Valabji's lawyers are expected tomorrow to request that the case be adjourned until the inquiry set up by President Patrick Emini has completed its investigation into the importation of weapons brought into the country since the year 2000. The ACCS has stated that it opposes an adjournment, arguing that it could endanger witnesses involved in the $50 million corruption case. It is worth noting that the representative of the Attorney General's office has, for his part, declared that he has no major objection to Mr. Valabji's request. On the fourth day of the hearings by the Commission of Inquiry into the hotel project on Assumption Island, Dr. Ami Ibrahim was the first to appear before the Commission today. Dr. Ibrahim, who holds a PhD in ichthyology and environmental sciences, gave his testimony drawing on his scientific expertise and knowledge of the islands of the Aldabra archipelago. A consultant, he also stated that he is the coordinator of the Aldabra Archipelago Management Project, which includes Assumption Island. He said that he has been in contact with several people involved in the project, including Christian Lyonnais, the Deputy Director General of the IDC, the Island Development Company, and Daniel Rosette, SIF's Environmental Manager assigned to the island. Mr. Ibrahim detailed some of the observations recorded in a report, particularly on the risk of introducing new plant or animal species to Assumption Island and then to the Aldabra archipelago. Renovation work on the Sir Selwyn Clarke Market has begun, and the Ministry of Fisheries, Agriculture and the Blue Economy has accepted that there have been delays in starting the work. The Seychelles Infrastructure Agency, SIA, has pointed out that together with the Department of Agriculture, they have worked on its design, taking into account its historical aspect. After moving the market vendors to the temporary market in the former STC building in June last year, the Ministry of Fisheries, Agriculture and Blue Economy planned to start the project 2 months later. Infrastructure Agency Chief Executive Jitesh Shah says that with the vendors moving to a new location, it has allowed them to see a way to do a more comprehensive work.
The elements now of the new project moving forward, the major elements are going to be a complete new roof design, which is being undertaken now. So it will be implemented as a new roof, which will resolve the water ingress issues that we are currently having at the market. At the same time, there will also be a change to the layout of the market. A decision has been taken from the Department of Agriculture to move the fishermen, to keep the fishermen in the new facility that they've been provided. So the removal of the fishermen means that there's more space to expand the rest of the market activities. And also with regards to the butcher's shops, we're reconfiguring completely the layout for them. It's going to be a completely new renovation in that section where we will now be meeting all the necessary public health standards, as well as ensuring that there is a segregation between where they do their meat prep as well as where they sell the finished products.
As from today, the Seychelles Revenue Commission will process tax clearance certificate applications from micro and small enterprises within 24 hours. The fast-track service applies to businesses seeking government assistance to pay the 13th month's salary to their employees. A tax clearance certificate is one of the requirements set by the Ministry of Finance, Economic Planning, Trade and Investment for businesses to access the 5 million rupee fund established to support employers unable to meet this obligation. Previously, the application process could take between 5 and 10 days. Application forms are available on the SRC website, and according to the Senior Enforcement Officer of SRC, Curtis Jean, applicants are required to pay a fee of 100 rupees when submitting the request.
So basically, the tax clearance certificate will only be valid for the 13-month pay assistance only, and is not valid for the normal tender application. So SRC has put in place all the mechanism needed to ensure all businesses will be assisted or will be issued with a tax clearance certificate within 24 hours they have made their application. So if they are encountering issues, they can email us through the email address as follows: assistance@src.gov.sc. So whereby we will assist them either if they do not meet certain requirements, so we will negotiate with them and ensure that they meet all the compliance or necessary obligation to obtain the tax clearance certificate. Okay, they can also visit all our offices based on Mahé. So our main office is at Maison Collé, Victoria, Maison du Royal at Anse Royal, and our two offices based on Pralin, and also our office on Ladig also.
Vice President Sebastian Pillay chaired a meeting of the Council of Ministers yesterday, during which several legal and policy memoranda were approved. The Council of Ministers approved the 2026 bill amending the Public Holidays Act. It adds the 1st of February to the list of national public holidays as Abolition of Slavery Day. The Council of Ministers also approved the proposal that Seychelles will host the four Chief Justices of Southern and Eastern Africa, the meetings of the Management Committee of the Association of Chief Justices of Southern and Eastern Africa, and the associated leadership training for Chief Justices in April 2026. The Council of Ministers also approved a deferred one-off payment of $100,000 as initial funding for the African Medicines Agency, AMA. AMA is a specialized agency of the African Union created to improve the regulation of medicines and medical products in Africa. The Seychelles is required under Article 26(2) of the AMA Treaty to contribute to the agency's budget. President Patrick Emini met with members of the Seychellois community residing in the United Arab Emirates. The meeting took place yesterday on the sidelines of the Abu Dhabi Sustainability Week, in which he is participating. According to a release, According to a press release from State House, this meeting brought together Seychellois citizens living and studying in the United Arab Emirates, providing a valuable opportunity for direct dialogue with the head of state. Currently, an estimated 437 Seychellois reside in the United Arab Emirates and are employed mainly in the aviation, tourism, health, entrepreneurship, and related services sectors. Addressing the gathering, President Emini emphasized the importance of maintaining close ties between Seychelles and its diaspora. He noted that Seychellois abroad remain an essential component of the country's social and economic fabric. He congratulated the Seychellois community residing in the United Arab Emirates for the positive image it projects of the Seychelles on the international stage. He also praised their significant contribution to the UAE economy, particularly in the hotel, tourism, and aviation sectors. And the Public Utilities Commission, PUC, has announced a 2-cent reduction in electricity rates. This reduction applies to the period from mid-January to mid-April this year. The last reduction in electricity prices was in October last year, when the price fell by 12 cents. And with this, we come to the end of this news summary. Have a very pleasant evening.